What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another day trading video lesson. I'm sorry about my mic volume in the last video. I've gotten it figured out now. I'm not sure why, but the volume was halfway down, but should be all good now. So today we had a pretty crazy day on the market. The overall market went down over 3% at one point. Now it's closed at around 2%. So that means that there was a bunch of opportunities on TVIX. If you don't know, the TVIX is an inverse ETF, and it does the opposite of whatever the overall market does. So if you just look at TVIX today, it had a very massive spike because the SPY, the overall market, had a very big downturn. and when I was doing my pre-market live stream with my chat room, we were looking at this fact. The main reason why this happened today is because the Chinese government has imposed a bunch of new tariffs on US goods. So there's fear of trade wars going on, and just looking at the daily chart of the SPY, we did break the 200 moving average today, and that caused a lot of panic as well. So now the next level that we need to test is this low we had here on February 9th. Low of just around 253. So we'll see how that does, but like I was saying, we were talking about this inside of my pre-market chat room. One of my watch list this morning, we had TVIX on watch because of this news, and we also had SLS on watch as well, and this was also another big runner. So we nailed it in a chat room today. We had so many big profits. Me personally, I made $1,800. There's my screenshot. Now I took just around 8 trades. So it was quite a few trades. Many of the trades were just trading TVIX, just doing some small scalps here and there. However, I did also trade this stock, SLS. Now this one had a very massive move. So this had pre-market news because they had phase 2 trial results. Big move in pre-market. You can see it had the nice flat top wedge here that you could have bought, and then once the market opened, it had a big morning spike, and then it really just got stuffed, hit $6.75 and found resistance. It pulled back, then was just doing some nice holding levels here, this pre-market high. And what you could have done if you wanted to play this trade, just draw your trend line there. And when you could have gone long on this trend line break and just use like a risk level of like 10 cents per share and just load up here in these levels. You can see it's making higher lows as well. So it is having signs of strength, and then out of nowhere, it just gets a huge amount of buying volume, breaks over VWAP and squeezes all the way up towards high of day, breaks out and gets halted. So here's where the huge fun is now. Now me personally, I went long on this high of day breakout. Unfortunately, I only bought let me see, 1,000 shares, and I took my profits way too soon. Now I held into this halt, but after the halt I took my profits just around here in this level and made around 500 bucks on that trade. Not a big deal. Profits are profits, but you can see this had a major squeeze all the way up to $10. Now when I was watching this one in my live stream, we were looking here at the daily chart, and we were saying that the 200 moving average is obvious resistance on this one, because you can see the 200-day moving average is right at that nice round number of $10. So you have two types of resistance there. You have one, the 200-day moving average, and two, you have the nice round number of $10. Usually when a stock is running, of course, there's going to be some resistance there at $10 because it's a nice round number, and people like to place their orders at nice round numbers. That's just how it works. The reason why these levels of support and resistance work is because of buyers and sellers. So if you know where everyone is going to be buying and selling, that is the levels of support and resistance. Once you look at trading that way, you can really just trade these moves effortlessly. Now we trade this one 3 times total, and I made around like $600 total on this one. Obviously missed out on the big move. I need to use these wedges more when it's consolidating down here. And what you could have done as well is you could have redrawn it and you could have bought that break. So missed out on that one, but I'm definitely looking at this chart pattern, doing some studying, because I want to be able to buy like 2,000 shares all the way down here and take my profits like $2 up per share. That'd be a very nice win using just one single trade, not having to go in and out so fast, which is, you know, a lot riskier. So I'm trying to learn how to hold on to these for a bit longer, but at the same time it's always good to lock in your profits, because you never know, especially with these halt plays, how it's gonna do. You never really know when the stock is halted. Is it gonna run further, or is it gonna get stuffed? Now what I was thinking was, because the overall market was having a massive pullback, that, you know, once this was getting halted, it wouldn't have a further run, but mainly because no other plays were running today, everyone was focusing on this stock, so all the buying volume, it forced it higher. And this one had a very low float of like, I think 600,000 shares, so everything's there in place, had good news, low float, and a good price, and it squeezed. So yeah, we played that one very nicely. Next was TVIX, like I said, because we had a very big move today in the market downwards, and we should be watching the overall market, you know, going into the rest of this week, because we need to see how big this pullback is going to be. We are now in the correction territory once again, so we're down 10% from its highs, so we're now officially turning into a bull market. Now I'm not saying it's a bull market yet, but you know, if we do sustain these levels, then of course we're in the correction area and it would be a bull market. We just have to see what's going to happen within the next, I would say, like 2 weeks. So TVX, you looked at the price action, looked at the level 2, and we bought the U-shaped breakouts, and we bought the dips basically. It's just same thing over and over and over. Use your trend lines, use your wedges, and just use your risk reward levels properly, and you could easily play this move on the way up. Now the thing with TVIX is that it is higher priced, so you do need a bigger account if you want to take full advantage of this ETF. Now when I was trading this, I was using around like 2,000 shares per trade, and going and trying to make like 30 cents per share on average, and I traded that like just around 6 times total, bringing my daily profits up to $1,851. So it was a very nice day today. I'm glad that even when the market is hurting, I'm able to pull out money from the markets. That is proving that, you know, what I'm doing is working, it's consistent, it's profitable. You just need to have the right system in place, use the correct knowledge of trading, and you can also make profits like this. So if you want to find out some more information about how you can get started day trading, you can take my mentorship program. First link down below. It's a lifetime mentorship. You get access to my chat room, my live stream where you can watch me trade every single day, and my 10-hour penny stock mastery course. I have a ton of students in there now who are making $500, even $1,000 per day, just, you know, watching me trade live and just trading the same exact things that I do. So make sure you check that out. You can also join my chat room and my live stream. Links are down below. So hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.